Sasha, where are you right now? I'm still at work, obviously. I'm kind of busy right now. Do you need something? What time do you think you'll be clocking out today? Well, it's the last day of the month, so I'll probably have to stay a bit later than usual to make sure everything's wrapped up and taken care of. I probably won't be getting home for another couple hours at least. Why do you ask? I'm actually in your condo right now. What? What are you doing at my place? There's not even anyone there right now to let you in anyway. Did you not read my text? I said I'm in your condo. As in, I'm already inside. What? Erica, I know I gave you a spare key to use in emergencies, but that wasn't an invitation for you to just let yourself in whenever you feel like it. I didn't just let myself in. I got permission from the other tenant. The other tenant? Yep. David let me in all by himself. I didn't even need to use my spare key. Wait, today's a weekday. Shouldn't he be at work right now too? He's taking the day off. He told me he'd help me move in today after all. Wait, move in? What are you talking about? I'm gonna start living here with David starting today. Seriously, what are you even saying? David lives in that apartment with me. I know you two moved in together because you were planning on getting married, but David's changed his mind. Now I'm the one he'll be getting married to. Sorry, sis. You're pulling my leg, right? Why would you joke about that? I'm not kidding. He says I'm the one he really loves, and we're going to get married. Are you telling me he's been cheating on me with you? How long has this been going on? Remember when I came over to your place for dinner after I first moved into town? I think that was the first time we've actually met face-to-face since we graduated high school. Anyway, that was when you introduced me to David. You two have been having an affair since then? That was more than a year ago. Unlike a plain, overly serious girl like you, it's easy for someone as charming as me to wrap a man around my finger in just a few months. Even if he already has a girlfriend. This isn't funny, Erica. How could you do this to me? I'm your twin sister, for goodness sake. What on earth were you thinking? Well, the condo's in a really nice neighborhood, and it's not too far from downtown. Plus, David's got a super good job. He makes so much money. He can buy me whatever I want. I know he was dating you, but that didn't really seem like a huge problem to me. It's not like it made winning him over any more difficult. Considering all he had going for him, it's like he was practically begging to be stolen away from you. You might as well have brought him to me on a silver platter. You can't be serious. Like I said, I'm not joking. Your history, sis. David's through with you. He's all mine now. We'll get all your stuff together so you can come by and pick it up after work. Okay? You should be thankful, you know. We're doing this as a courtesy. Since you aren't married yet, it's not like you'll be getting any kind of alimony or dividing your assets. But at least we'll help you move out. Why should I be thankful? You just completely threw my life off the rails. You've always been like this, ever since we were kids. You always just take whatever you want, without a care in the world for how your actions might affect others. You've never changed, even now that we're grown up. Cry all you want, but that isn't going to change anything. Would you mind asking your boss to give you the rest of the day off so you can come and get your stuff out of here ASAP? It's kind of in the way. You should probably look into a new place to stay too. I hope you have a friend you can crash with for a few days while you figure that out. Sorry this is all so sudden. I feel a bit bad for kicking my own twin sister out of her home and onto the street, but sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles, you know? We all have to make sacrifices for our own happiness sometimes. I'm never going to forgive you for this, Erica. I swear I'll get you back somehow. Oh, so scary. What should I do? I better tell David that you threatened me. Be my guest. As far as I'm concerned, you're both my enemies for life now. Erica's getting married in just a few weeks. The wedding is on the third Sunday of next month, so be sure to keep your schedule open, okay? What? What is this all of a sudden? I can't change my schedule on such short notice. What are you talking about? It's a Sunday, so it's not like you'll be working. What other obligations could you possibly have? Mom, let me just ask you something. This guy Erica's getting married to wouldn't happen to be David, would he? Of course! Originally, they wanted to get married last year, but Erica had some pretty ambitious ideas for the wedding. In the end, they had to save up for more than a year to be able to afford what she had in mind. So she's marrying him after all, huh? I think it would be better if I didn't go to the wedding in that case. Nonsense! I know you and he were an item for a while, but that was already over 2 years ago. Yeah, it's only been 2 years. The wound is still fresh. I still haven't forgotten how they treated me, and I still don't think I'll ever be able to forgive them for it. I'm sorry, but I'll have to respectfully decline their invitation. I have my own circumstances to consider. Now, Sasha, haven't I always told you it's not good to hold grudges? You've got to let bygones be bygones. Besides, you're partly to blame, aren't you? What? How am I at fault? Well, David never would have cheated on you if you hadn't done something wrong. That's the reason he decided to choose Erica over you, I'm sure. You can't lay all the blame for this at Erica's feet. You've got to take some responsibility as well. Even if David did have some problem with me, he still shouldn't have cheated. He should have broken up with me if he thought our relationship wasn't working out. If he'd done that, I wouldn't have a problem with him dating Erica or anyone else. I would have had time to move out and find a new place to live, instead of being shuffled out the door and forced to live in a hotel for nearly a week before I found a new apartment. I still remember how awful it felt working overtime on that day, not even being sure if I'd have a place to sleep that night. It was the worst day of my entire life. Don't you dare tell me that it was my fault. It wasn't Erica's fault at any rate. Don't take it out on her. Oh, of course. How could I forget? You and Dad have always taken Erica's side whenever we have a disagreement. Ever since we were little. Sasha, all I'm asking is that you come to your sister's wedding. It's a once-in-a-lifetime event, and I won't allow you to miss it. Don't you think Erica and David would prefer it if I weren't there? Aunt Flora's been invited as well. Really? Dad's sister? I'm sure you remember meeting her a few times when you were younger. She's quite well off financially. Yeah, I know. She'd always wear those fancy dresses. What does that have to do with the wedding, though? We need you to come to the wedding to make sure that she'll bring all sorts of gifts. What? Why do I need to be there for that? Aunt Flora really likes the idea that you and Erica are twin sisters who are also best friends. She watched a lot of sappy soap operas and romance movies with that kind of setup, so for her it'd be like a dream come true. If you were at the wedding, she's sure to bring all kinds of extravagant gifts. She might even bring a little something for you. But Erica and I aren't best friends at all. Quite the opposite, in fact. Are you telling me to just pretend to get along with her in front of Aunt Flora? She's already offered to put up the money for Erica's wedding dress. We were able to get one with all sorts of fancy bells and whistles thanks to her. All you have to do is play the part of the loving sister for a few hours. I already told her that you'd be the one walking Erica down the aisle. Dad gave his blessing too. Please don't go making promises to other people on my behalf. Well, it's a bit late for that. I can't take it back now. You're just going to have to come to the wedding. I'll be very upset with you if you try to blow this off, all right? Mom, just hang on a second. I'm telling you, I can't. I have other plans. Hey, Sasha. Did you hear about my wedding? You'll probably be moving around a lot to take care of things for me, so I'd suggest you don't wear high heels or anything else that's hard to walk in. Yes, I heard about the wedding. I won't be attending, though. You have to, sis. There's all sorts of things we need you for. Managing the reception table, for example. You'll be leading the choir for the hymns, too. When it comes time to toss the bouquet, I'll be sure to aim right at you. We're going to have dramatic music playing while you walk me down the aisle, too. And at the end, I'll read a letter I wrote to you and you'll start tearing up. Just put on a convincing show, okay? I remember you took drama classes in high school. Let your inner actress shine. Excuse me? I never agreed to any of this. I told Mom a few days ago that I wouldn't be able to make it to the wedding. I have other plans. My wedding is 100 million times more important than whatever other plans you might have that weekend. Can't you just cancel? You only want me to come so you can show off to me, right? You want to humiliate me by marrying my ex and rubbing my face in it. That's not it at all. Didn't Mom tell you? Auntie Flora's gonna be there, and you need to help me play the part of twin BFF so that she'll give me all sorts of awesome presents. If I'm lucky, she'll give me a few wads of cash, too. Can you please just handle the wedding by yourself? Have you ever heard of Liberty Garden, Sasha? I know the name, sure. That's that banquet hall owned by Liberty Enterprises, the luxury hotel and tourism brand, right? What about it? That's where we'll be holding the wedding. Really? Isn't it supposed to be super expensive? That's why we need to cater to Auntie Flora so she'll foot some of the bill. Do you get it now? This is the kind of place you could only dream of having a wedding at. But I really wanted to have ours here, so I had to wait for a whole year while we saved up the money for it. I guess it's a pretty popular venue. It is, but we actually have a more personal connection with some of the staff than you might think. Did you know that? What are you talking about? It turns out that the son of Liberty Enterprises CEO went to high school with us. Remember Jake? He's actually the manager of Liberty Garden now. I hadn't seen him in forever, so I was totally shocked when he showed up to discuss our reservation. I almost didn't recognize him at first. Oh, you mean Jake Turner? Yeah. I think I had science with him in my junior year. Didn't you used to kind of have a thing for him? To be honest, I always thought he was a bit of a dork back then. What with the horn-rimmed glasses and everything. But he's really cleaned himself up these days. I hardly even recognized him. I had no idea his dad was the CEO at Liberty. For a second, I thought, forget David, I should be after this guy. I thought about inviting him out for drinks later, but David was right there with me, so I gave up on the idea. You seriously thought about it? I don't know what I expected. You're just as selfish as always. Whatever. The point is, you've got to come to this wedding, okay? If you want, I'll even let you get reacquainted with Jake. Who knows? Maybe you two will hit it off. I'm not sure what he'd see in a plain girl like you, though. Like I keep saying, I already have plans on that day. I can't come, so you're going to have to make do without me. We've already arranged for you to be handling the reception table, so you need to come. It's too late to back out now. I'll see you on the day of the wedding then. Liberty Garden at 11 sharp. Don't be late. Sasha, where the heck are you? You were supposed to be here over 30 minutes ago. If there's no one working the reception, there's no one who can take care of any of the wedding presents. Got it. I get why you might not want to see your twin sister get married to your ex-boyfriend, but too bad. I want him from you fair and square. This is my wedding, and you have to do what I say. Now get your butt over here and work the reception. Things are getting out of hand here. I can't, Erica. I'm in the middle of my own wedding right now. What? Your own wedding? What are you talking about? I tried to tell you that I already had plans today. We actually just said our I do's in the chapel less than an hour ago, and we're on our way to the reception now. Wait, you got married? Today? What the heck is going on here? Exactly what it sounds like. It shouldn't be very hard for you to understand. I'm a wife as of today. Or technically as of yesterday. We wanted to have the ceremony overseas, but we decided to register the marriage ahead of time, just to be safe. Overseas? What? Where are you right now? Who the heck did you even get married to? Why have I never heard about this guy until now? Did you just pick up some random dude on a dating site or something so you could beat me to marriage? Oh no. We've been seeing each other for about 2 years now. 2 years ago? You mean since when I moved in with David? You say you moved in. I say you kicked me to the curb. I was so busy with work, I didn't have time to look for a new place to live right away. I had to take what I could carry on my back and have the rest of my things put in storage. I ended up spending about a week in a business hotel near my office building while I cleared up the rest of my work and looked for a new apartment. Wouldn't you know it, that hotel was actually owned by Liberty Enterprises. Wait, you mean the same guys that own Liberty Garden? So what happened then? I still don't know who your new husband is. You'll never guess who happened to stop by for a routine inspection on the very last day I was staying there. It was Jake Turner. We just happened to bump into each other in the lobby, but we decided to get coffee to catch up and reminisce about old times. We hit it off from there, went on a few more dates, and, well, here we are. You've got to be kidding. You're telling me that you just got married to the son of the CEO of Liberty Enterprises? You mean that when I asked him out to drinks a few weeks ago and he turned me down because he was engaged, he meant it was to you? Wait, you actually tried to ask him out? Shut up! Why did you never tell me about this? I told him about what you and David did to me last year. We both agreed not to tell you about our engagement. You can't be serious. How did you manage to bag such a catch? You seriously got to marry the son of one of the wealthiest men in the country just because you went to school together? And now you're having some big overseas wedding? It's hardly a big wedding. We only invited a few of our family members. Oh, that's right. Aunt Flora is here too. Wait, what? Auntie Flora is there with you? We invited her first. She was supposed to come here and give me all sorts of presents and money. Are you sure you sent the invitation to the right address? She told me she never even got it. I texted her about it. I told her the date and location and everything. You just invited her over text? You didn't send her an invitation in the mail? Why would I bother with that? Besides, Dad said that she'd be coming anyway. Well, even if you had sent her a formal invitation, Aunt Flora probably would have come to my wedding anyway. What? Why? I'm way cuter than you. Why would she want to go to your stupid wedding? Well, you only ever really interacted with her when she would give you birthday and Christmas presents. That was back when we were kids. Every kid likes getting presents from their family. Sure, but I've had a much more involved relationship with her for years. We keep in touch regularly and meet up for coffee at least once every few months. Trying to win points with her? You're such a rat. She actually helped me out a lot when I was younger. I really owe her. What do you mean she helped you? Mom and Dad would always fawn over you and ignore me. I ended up feeling pretty alienated in my own home. Thankfully, Aunt Flora would let me spend the night at her place when things got to be too much to handle. Her condo wasn't too far from our high school, so I'd usually stop by after classes or during lunch break. She seriously saved my life as a teenager, so I've always thought I should do something to pay her back. So you're saying she picked you over me? Yes, obviously. Why would she side with the niece who only ever wanted presents from her rather than the one she has a genuine friendship with? You might as well be comparing a fast food joint to a 3-star restaurant. I can't believe it. Well, neither she nor I will be able to attend your wedding today, I'm afraid. We're just pulling up to the reception hall now, so I've got to go. I'm sure you have your own business to attend to as well. Let's both enjoy the rest of our weddings. Sasha, please help me. I don't know what the problem is, but I don't see how I could help you with anything right now. Lend me some money. Please. Now that you married a super rich stud, you've got to be swimming in cash, right? Can't you send a little my way? I'm not sending you a single cent, Erica. Please don't say that, sis. I need $100,000 and I need it fast. $100,000? Erica, what have you gotten yourself into? I just wanted to have a nice wedding with a special dress custom made just for me. You're saying that the wedding ended up costing you $100,000? That's right. I thought that Aunt Flora and our other relatives would help cover it. Or at worst, I'd be able to sell some of my wedding gifts to pay it off. I didn't tell David how much all of this was going to cost since I thought it wouldn't matter much. But now I'm $100,000 in debt. Did you not look at the prices for any of that stuff before you paid for it? I thought that it didn't matter that much since I wouldn't be the one footing the bill either way. You can't just rely on others to pay everything for you. I invited as many relatives and friends as I could think of, but the venue wasn't even halfway full on the day of the wedding. And most of the people that did end up coming were David's family and coworkers. Of the people I invited, only our parents and a few of my besties actually showed up. I'm guessing you just sent them text messages instead of a formal invitation, the same as you did with Aunt Flora. Well, yeah, my mom and dad said they'd talk to them for me too. You can't be serious. It was your own wedding! The least you could have done was to take a bit more responsibility for yourself. Well, it's a bit late for that. Nobody came and I hardly got anything. I tried reaching out and asking some of them for help, but they all either blew me off or just flat out ignored me. You tried pushing your debt onto people who didn't even come to the wedding? Not the whole thing. I thought if I could split it up into smaller chunks, they'd be more willing to help. But no one agreed. You're the only one I have left to turn to. Please, I can't pay this all by myself. In case you forgot, Erica, I wasn't at your wedding either. Why should I help you pay for it? This is the bed you've made for yourself. Now it's time to sleep in it. Sasha, please don't say that. I'm sure Aunt Flora must have given you all sorts of expensive gifts at your wedding, right? Not that much, really. I told you I'm kind of indebted to her, right? I paid for her travel expenses, actually. Originally, I told her that she didn't need to bother with any presents at all, but she insisted on at least bringing a few small things. Well, you must have gotten some decent gifts. You married into money, didn't you? Can't you send me anything to help? Why should I send you anything? You forced me out of my own home only 2 years ago. Okay, I'll just come pick something up in person then. Where do you live now? What's your address? Or maybe you could put in a word for me with Auntie Flora? I tried texting her, but I think she blocked my number. I'm sure she'd listen to you, though. I refuse. Why? I would have thought that her blocking your phone number might have tipped you off, but Aunt Flora really doesn't care for you. Don't you think if she wanted to celebrate your wedding, she would have at least sent you something in the mail? No way. I prefer to keep my distance from you as well, in fact. I knew that marrying Jake would have you, Mom, and Dad hounding us for his family's money. So we decided not to tell either of you where we're currently living. All I can say is that it's a very luxurious high-rise penthouse, and we're quite comfortable here. A penthouse? Do you mind if we wrap this up now? Jake's a busy guy, so he doesn't get a lot of time off of work. We're right in the middle of our honeymoon right now, so I'd appreciate it if you could stop bothering me and let me enjoy my time with my new husband. In fact, I think I'll take a cue from Aunt Flora and block you for good measure. Sasha, please just hang on a second. What am I supposed to do about all this money I owe? I swear I'll never ask you for anything again. Please just help me out of this. You've never done a single thing for me in my entire life, so I don't feel like I owe you anything. Whatever happens to you is no skin off my nose. On the contrary, I can think of all sorts of reasons why I shouldn't help you. I'm sorry I stole your boyfriend and married him. But if you think about it, you never would have married Jake if it wasn't for me, right? Isn't that worth anything? You don't get to take responsibility for that. Whatever happened after the fact doesn't absolve you of forcing me out of my own home. I'm never going to forgive you for that. Bye-bye now. Sasha, please don't go. Sasha! When they found out that I'd married the son of the Liberty Enterprises CEO, my parents reached out to congratulate me. However, it quickly became apparent that they were only interested in his money, so I blocked both of their phone numbers and haven't heard anything from them since. Aunt Flora told me that they went to her shortly after asking for financial assistance, but she respectfully declined. It turns out that with no one left to turn to, Erica had to ask our parents to cover the cost of her wedding. Of course, they couldn't afford it either, so they had to take out a considerably large loan. When that proved too difficult to pay off as well, they tried hiring a lawyer to coerce David's family to help pay for everything. As you might imagine, this put their marriage on thin ice. It seems like only a matter of time before they split up at this rate. On the other hand, Jake and I had a wonderful time on our honeymoon. There's not a doubt in my mind that our marriage is one that's built to last. In a way, Erica was right. I never would have reconnected with him if she and David hadn't thrown me out. Don't get me wrong, though. I don't feel grateful to them at all. I'd rather put that painful memory behind me and enjoy the rest of my life with my wonderful new husband.